Magic Johnson confirmed today that he has the AIDS virus. He becomes a statistic.
I just want to say that I'm gonna miss playing.
Someone better remind EJ that he is a whole man and not a woman. Because tell me why this grown man is going around saying he is better than biological women. Mind you, his whole aesthetic and style were borrowed from women, but he wants to act like he is the original. It's gotten so bad that his daddy, Magic Johnson, had to step into the chat, and he went off on him real bad. One thing about Magic, he has been EJ's #1 supporter right from when he came out as gay, but it doesn't mean he is going to sit around while EJ acts like a mess. And get this, some disturbing receipts of EJ's alleged medical condition just leaked, and he supposedly has a condition that is worse than Magic's STD infection. Now, in case you've somehow not heard about this mess involving EJ, it started when he appeared in an interview with Carlos King and said some of the most ridiculous things you'll ever hear in your life. He accused straight women of being jealous of him because he tends to attract only straight men. The same straight men that those women usually try so hard to attract but are unable to. He even said he doesn't like to date other gay men, nor does he go to places that have gay men because he isn't interested in those men.
I don't attract gay men, and I'm not attracted to gay men. Like, it's just not a thing.
Tell me more about that.
But no, but to be honest, it's like, that's why I don't really go to, I don't go to gay clubs. I don't go to, gay things, because it's like the men that I attract are not there. And also, like, they're like, they kind of like wave you off. You're just like, oh, that, hey girl, like, it's not, you're not in here. I just was like, there's something about this room. It's like, it's almost like they don't want me here. Like, I'm not really in it.
To be clear, the gay community room.
Yeah.
Of your own community. Yeah.
But it's not like a shameful thing, or just like, oh, they're mean to me. But it's like, these are not my men in terms of attraction. But like, these are not the men that are interested in me. I do that when I go to the straight rooms.
The internalized homophobia is screaming out of this man, y'all. Mind you, this is coming from a gay man who has all the stereotypical gay traits. He has that voice that most gay men have, if you know, you know. He walks like a woman, dresses like a woman, and now he is out here saying he does a better job at being a woman than actual women. This 900 feet tall man even dared to say he is cuter than the average woman. Not EJ trying to compete with the same women that inspire everything he does. Boy, bye.
Especially if I look cuter than any girl does, like, what's the problem? Like, what's the issue? And that's exactly how I apply it to myself to these days, in the way that I present, like, in my, in my feminine regalia. I've always been a feminine being, and like, that's just like how I best express myself. But I'm like, listen, I'm out all the time, and like, I'm killing ass and no one else is. Like, the girls in the room are not doing it. Like, they don't look cute. They're not dressed to any nines. So,
I love it.
You cannot make this up. And I don't know who told EJ that the men he is attracting are straight, but clearly they lied to him real bad. There's no way in hell an actual straight man will be blowing the back of another man. That's a DL man. And more than likely, this DL man is in a relationship with a woman, or has a whole family with one. So the fact that he is sitting there bragging about it is disgusting. Not even on my worst day. Tall lady boy, play with your cake hole with a toothbrush before you play with us. Who is he outside of his dad? Need to see if the Lakers need help. Another person said, you could never, ever compete with the blueprint of what you are trying to become. Get him, sis! Now, EJ has been on some BS a lot of times, but this right here definitely took the cake. Things got so bad that people even dragged his father, Magic Johnson, into it, for not teaching EJ better when he initially came out to him. You see, before EJ actually came out, he had already come out to Magic when he was 13 years old. So Magic had a lot of time to educate him on these guys before EJ went public with it. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I personally think it's a bit unfair that people are blaming Magic for EJ's BS, because at the end of the day, he was just trying to be there for him. EJ is 35 years old. He has had a lot of time to unlearn his internalized homophobia, and he still chose not to. Instead, he would rather go on podcasts and say all these crazy things. Not only that, Magic doesn't really have a pot to piss in, so it's not as if he can really tell EJ what to do. If y'all remember, he came out to tell everyone about his HIV diagnosis back in 1991, and since then, people haven't let him hear the last of it. A lot of folks even accused him of being DL, claiming that he caught it from slanging other men. But Magic said he actually caught it from messing with multiple women without protection.
Well, let me say good after late afternoon. Because of the HIV virus that I have attained, I will have to retire from the Lakers today.
The dazzling career of one of the world's best-known athletes is over.
I just want to make clear, first of all, that I do not have the AIDS disease, because I know a lot of you want to know that, but the HIV virus.
Magic Johnson confirmed today that he has the AIDS virus.
What makes it even messier is that his diagnosis came just 6 weeks after tying the knot with his wife Cookie, who was also very pregnant with their son EJ at the time. So besides the whole thing being absolutely humiliating for Cookie, she also had to race to the hospital to get checked because this man had been sleeping with her for months. Thankfully, both she and EJ came back negative, but listen, people wouldn't let him live it down. And honestly, can you blame them? He risked giving his wife and child HIV, all because he couldn't stop himself from messing around with everybody. Now, like I mentioned, one of the biggest questions on everyone's mind was whether he got it from a man or a woman. But Magic insisted he caught it from a woman. The reason this question kept coming up was that this went down in the 90s. And back then, there was this widespread belief that gay men were the main ones getting the virus. Obviously, that's not accurate. Anybody can contract it. But at that time, when Magic came forward with his diagnosis, folks were hitting him with the down-low rumors heavily. What worked in his favor, though, was Cookie choosing to stick by him. That really helped him fix his public image. And while we are on the topic of folks getting diagnosed, word on the street is EJ may not be as clean as we thought. This comes after some people on Twitter started speculating that he also has some kind of condition, just like his daddy. This is not coming from me. That's what people are saying. Now, I'm not sure what exactly they think EJ has been diagnosed with, but whatever it is, may be worse than Magic's HIV, since EJ is still allegedly working overtime to keep it a secret. If you remember, I said Magic got diagnosed right around the time Cookie was pregnant with EJ. Well, what people are saying is that Magic may have allegedly infected Cookie, and she allegedly passed it on to EJ. However, they supposedly kept it a secret. Once again, there's absolutely no proof of this whatsoever, but that's what people seek to believe, and they are not letting up. And all that nonsense he said about being better than women isn't helping either. One person said, EJ Johnson in his size 30 kitten heels talking about how he's better than women. He looks better and gets more money. That's why straight men like him, yada yada yada. Like, mama, you are with DL men who don't want to be seen with you. Why would women be competing with you for DL men? Another person said, the issue I have with what EJ Johnson said was, why was he shading women? If you want to sleep with DL men, do so. Why you think you're better than women coming off nasty like that? I just don't understand. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think of EJ trifling tale saying he's better than women? And do you really believe he was diagnosed with something, or people are just making that up because of the things he said? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.